installing the carbon racing visor for my Dominar 2018. So this is the darkest tint available. So as you can see, I've installed this already. So I also have the stabilizer kit over there, so which I'll be installing. So I'll just show you the step-by-step process. So it already comes with pre-drilled holes. I don't know if you can see here. So it already has these pre-drilled holes, to align them. So I'll take you through the entire process, how to set them up. So firstly, I've not tightened these bolts. Okay, so I'll just remove the stock visor. Okay, and I'll just make sure that this stays on, so I don't tighten it for now. So once the stabilizers are installed, so I will be tightening these completely down. So I'll tell you the benefits of the stabilizers, what we have, so once we install them. So yeah, I was saying about these holes for stabilizer. So these are not drilled out completely, so you have a provision, as you can see here. So you will have to drill those out. So earlier I had installed it on the bike. Now I've removed it again, so that I have to drill these out and then go back into installing them. And for this, I suggest you to keep a cloth like this, so that we don't scratch the visor. And for some elevation, you can use a tape, so that you place it over in this fashion, and it'll be easier for you to drill. And if you have someone who can hold this in place, so that will help. So I'll be taking help of someone. The drilling will be done. So I've done one more. So 3 or 4 are done. I'm taking help of my mom, and I don't have an electric drill, so I'm using this manual. So I have a drill bit attached to this. So this gives me, the flexibility of emergency work. So made at home. So now it's time to install these back on the bike and carry on. So guys, this is the stabilizer rods. So these are the mounts which go on the handlebar, and these are the top caps, so which sit on the visor. Okay, so you have all the hardware here. So you will need Allen hex keys. Okay, so to install these on your handlebars. Okay, so you also have the spacer here, so which allows you to customize if the handlebar diameter is more, so you can remove these. So if it's thin or if it's small, you can keep these. So this is how the handlebar mount is. So one I've already installed. So this has a self-locking nut. So if you can see this on the back side, so it will retain the torque, it will not come loose. So this is the advantage of these nuts. And this is where the stabilizer rods pass through. Okay, and this also has this cuts. Okay, so where on the inside, if you notice, so it's not going to slide about, so it locks in one place and it's going to pretty much stay there until you loosen it. And one thing I noticed about these spacers and the way this clamp is made, so you have these divots and these protrusions, so which align, and basically these will not move once it's in, so it does not slide about. So once it's locked in, it's locked in, so it does not go loose and it does not turn about. Okay, so I'll just show you one which I've already installed. So this is how I have placed. Currently I'm not tightened this, because once the control rods are placed, then I can tighten this according to my requirement. One thing you'll have to note, if you have a mobile mount, so do make sure that you have enough clearance, so that this does not interfere with that. So this is how it sits. So I've made this pointing up, so depending on the final setting, so the corrections can be made. So time to install one on the right side, so let's get going. So installing the stabilizer is not an easy task, okay, as you can see. So this part which connects to the handlebar, so this needs to be pried open, okay. So this is a molded unit, so don't apply excessive pressure or use any tools. Use a screwdriver, just wedge it in this way so that it creates enough clearance, and you can push this forward. So remember, this is the direction, so the hole which matches to the mount should be on the right side, again on the opposite, so this should be on the left side. So this sits closer to the top plate, okay. So the bracket which holds the steering rod, okay, or handlebar, in this way we can consider how you place this, because it's not a job which you can do on the go. So this is a one-time fit, so you need to pry these open with a screwdriver like this, so that it gets enough clearance to push this onto the stabilizer rod and further, okay. So you need to install it in this way, so the bolt is facing down, the Allen bolt is facing down, okay, so that this part which has these grooves so match with the one on the inside. So let me just show you how it is. So I'm not sure if it's clearly visible, so this is where those will be matching, so it does not twist about on the clamp. So this is how. Forgot to record a video after I have installed. So this is how it's going to be. So here we have the top caps, so as you can see, this is the cap, and below you can see these two hexagonal headed bolts, okay. So this is going to basically compress this ball, so it does not let it move. So it's basically like a stabilized movement, so it does not allow it to twist once you have tightened this. And again on the inside you see these, and there's also another one right below here. So these two are to hold the cap and this in place. So this is for holding this unit on the visor, and this one on the horizontal side, sorry, this is a vertical, yes, so this is the vertical side. So you have this to basically tighten the stabilizer rods so that it doesn't rotate. So this is a better look, so as you can see, so this is just a reflection. And here once you tighten this, okay, so you can clamp this down. So one suggestion is, don't tighten all the screws until you have fixed the stabilizer. So this is how it is installed, okay. So once it is installed on the bike, so this is how you will see it, and same on the left. So try to find the best setting possible for you. And coming to the benefits of it, see, you don't have any flex on this, so even after so much of pressure, it's having very less. The benefit of the stabilizer, okay, is that it does not have flex. So as you can see, it does not have a lot of flex, and it keeps this stable even in highways, and you don't get this high frequency vibrations once you are above 100 110, so which usually other visors have that very high frequency buzzing on the visor. So this will be taking those vibrations and transferring it, or you can call it as cutting it down. So this is the main use of stabilizer, so it does not give you that flex. As you can see, it does not have that flex. Without this stabilizer, this is very flimsy. As you can see, it gets compressed easily. So once you're all set with this, then you tighten the bolts which are on your headlight. So thanks for watching.